Share my screen. Today we are going to discuss about tagging.
Merging, Ashok?
Merge we have already done, right?
No, Ashok, we have not done merge. Till branch you have done.
No, we have done the merge. The branch when we are merging it, that's a merge only, right? Whatever we have done here, it was all of the merge only, right? From demo 1 to demo 2 in the first video. These are all the merge pull requests. Did you guys have watched the first video? In the first video, I have done the merge also. I explained how exactly the merge goes on from the branch 1 to branch 2. Okay, that's fine.
The command what we have used merge. Like shifting from one branch to other branch.
That's checkout. That's checking out of the branch. If you are merging, you just have to pull a request from there itself directly.
Yes.
And after that, you can directly merge it. Means this is the way we have done it when we are doing it. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me create a new repository. So I will tell you one thing. See, there is an add git ignore file. So why we are using this file, I will explain you today. So this git ignore is that suppose if you want to save your passwords or maybe some files which you don't want the git to be tracked. Any files or anything which you don't want to be tracked, you will be mentioning in the .git ignore. So these are all the types. Means suppose if you are in the git ignore, suppose if you are writing in for separate file, means suppose you are writing for a Java. So if you mention Java, so the file will be of Java type.
Yes.
Okay, this is the template. Means whatever you are going to mention that type, it will be taking that consideration that okay, this file, whatever the git ignore is considering, the Java files, whatever you want to ignore, it will be ignored by the .git ignore file. Okay. So this will the file whatever has been inside the contents will not be tracked by the git. So if you want to save your passwords, if you don't want the git to be tracked everything, so we will be using this .git ignore file. So that was the main reason the git ignore file will be provided. The inside the contents means the git ignore inside the contents, the git will not be tracking, but the git is tracking this .git ignore file. It will be tracking this file, but the contents inside the file will not be tracked if you are keeping it. So that's the reason we use this .git ignore. If you want to ignore some content, some files, some credentials which you don't want to see anyone, you can keep it in .git ignore file inside. The metadata which has been present inside will not be tracked by the git. So this is a basic difference. Means if you want going forward, if you maximum times suppose okay, let me do one thing. Don't do anything here right now. I'm just gonna create a repo first. I'm gonna show you what exactly I'm talking about. See, here there are lot of files, right? So suppose if I go to this one, here it will be a .git ignore file. See.
Yes.
So if you see in this content, see they don't want the files to be with the .csv, .gif, .gto. So these files they don't want to be kept inside the means they want to ignore these files. Whatever it has been mentioned here, they want the git needs to be ignored these files. So this is the reason we use the git ignore. So if you want to ignore some files, you just have to mention the format or anything, or maybe the data. So it will start ignoring that one. This is the dot git ignore. If you want, when I'm explaining about the git pull, no stash, at that time I need to explain this thing again. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, where are we? So we are in demo. We first configure. In the meanwhile, if you want to do along with me, just go on, start doing that.
Sure, sure. Every time we log in, we need to give the git config. We need to do Ashok. We need to perform this command.
If you want to keep your credentials and everything by with your name, you can configure it. If you don't want, you just don't want to do it. It's up to you. I'm just doing it. Just it's a good practice purpose.
Okay. I've logged in twice or thrice. Every time I have installed Git version. Why is that, Ashok?
Because every time you are using a new instance, right?
Okay.
This is a new instance, right? Every time you are creating a new instance, so this is a new one you are creating. This is a kind of a new server you are getting every time. So
It will
every
not
time
get. Okay.
you have to install all the details. Just a minute. Okay, let me create a file. What I'm going to do is that now there is an untracked file. So suppose now if I'm going to add git add.sh, I give git status showing git commit -m
Command line. Adding calculate.
Okay, now if I'm gonna push it, git push.
-u origin master.
See, if you see why I'm giving master, does anyone know? I'm
It
just
will push
giving
to the master file, Ashok.
why I'm giving origin.
Origin means the head one we will be pushing to that file. Base.
See, have you ever thought why we use git remote to where exactly we want to use the URL? I'll show you something. So why we use origin, you need to understand. See, if you are using origin, see the origin means the remote repository. This is the link. If you are using origin means you are going to push your changes to this origin, means to this URL. So once you set it, it will take it consideration every time. Next time it will not be having. Next time if you directly take it origin, it will considering that okay, you are pushing it to the to this GitHub, to this repository. So if you see git remote -v, now it will show the origin. See, when I have entered the first time remote -v, it shows which origin we are in exactly. So at the first time it was showing empty because I have not kept the origin at that time. It was empty. Now I've added the origin. So I want to push my changes to this GitHub repository demo. So now it has considering, okay, this is the origin. The fetch and push, I will explain you later what exactly the fetch and push are. So this, it is considering, okay, you have to push it to here, means to this origin. So that is the reason we mention origin. Origin means the remote repository. Remote repository means the GitHub account in that got in which repo, means in which folder you want to store your all files. So that is called origin. You got it?
Yes, sure.
Ashok, it means like repository to server.
Repo means, is it a totally a repo? It's a folder. This is a repo. This is your GitHub account. In the GitHub, this demo is a repository. Exactly to here, I'm pushing all my changes. So you can keep whatever origin you have. Means suppose it will be changing for you. It will be JN ready something. And whatever the repo you have created, to this you are pushing it. So from your local repo, you are pushing all your changes to the GitHub account, to the GitHub account repository.
Got it, Ashok. Thank you.
Okay, now if I push git -u origin, so see if it says origin means it is considering this one automatically. It is taking this one, and I'm mentioning master. See, if I don't mention master, it will be considering it as main from their side. Means if I'm pushing it to name it as master for my GitHub repository, I'm mentioning it as master. If you want, you can name other thing also. You can mention main, because here if you see it is asking me to create a branch name, branch main, because at default the Git will ask you to create whether master or main. But if you are mentioning master, so automatically it takes it's a master branch, because we have been like that, it's a master branch. So we every time when we provide the command, it will be mentioning as master. So now it has been pushed. So now we have to give our credentials. As if you want to do simultaneously, start doing it, because along with me you will be able to also learn what I'm exactly doing. Okay, now if I see git status, and if you want to see the log, git log, the git log one line is that you want to see the log only first line of the last commit details. So it will showing only the first line. If you see git log, it will be giving all the details, right? So what
Yes,
date,
sure.
everything. So if you mention git log one line, it will be showing only the line which on the starting one, this one. That's it.
Origin slash master. Why is it in red color, Ashok? That means any?
Because we have pushed to this one, because right now the origin is in this place, because this is the origin and here the branch is exactly present. So head is placing where exactly to which branch it is there. So that's the
Okay.
reason origin master. So it is there, and this is the one where which origin we have pushed and to which branch. That's the reason it is master. Okay, now what we're talking about merging, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me see first the changes are there here or not. Okay, the changes are there and there is a commit. Okay, now, sorry. Now, if I create a branches, created 2 branches. If I
Two
see,
branches. Git branch.
so right now I'm in the master and there are 2 branches has been created. Okay, now if I push these branches, git push,
Status. We need to create it here once again, Ashok.
normally it gets created, but I think some mistake is there because of obviously, but that's the reason I'm pushing the changes, right?
Yes.
Obviously it gets created because if you are using you have a git desktop tool, means there is a git desktop. If you go there automatically, if you do the changes there itself, it automatically consider that git desktop tool is there. So this is the one, GitHub desktop. No, this one.
It will be in red color, Ashok.
See here the git desktop like app is there. So if you take that one, so where if you can make the changes directly, so like GUI something will be there in GUI only, git bash or something, it will be mentioning like, yeah, here. So like this, if you constrain that one, so automatically it will takes you and it will start using it. Git bash, I think. Yeah, this one, Git SCM. So if you download this Git bash, what it is that so it will take care of everything, whatever the Git you want to perform. It's not on the server directly. You can directly do it from your Windows machine, whatever you're doing it. It will be taking consideration and will be creating the branches and everything, whatever you're doing. But here, I think this EC2, whatever I'm using, is not that much good. So that's the reason it's not actually pushing my all changes to the branches of this one. So if the branch is created automatically, it takes the consideration of whatever it has been there. I think there is some problem in that. Okay, let me pull these changes. Let's see. It has taken the branch, new branch. If I already created, so but still it is considering that okay, it just mapped to that one.
Git status.
Okay, now the file is same, right? Everywhere means in the temp one and the temp two, there is only one file, that is calculator.sh. If I go to master also to the temp one, it will be also showing the same calculator.sh file. If I'm going to the temp two branch also, it is showing the calculator.sh file. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to first change the branch. So how to move to other branch? How I can switch from one branch to other branch?
Git branch checkout. Check. Git check.
Come on, guys.
Git checkout branch name.
Now I'll switch to branch temp one. Okay. Now I'm going to change the calculator.sh file. So here it was up to echo 2, right? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to print echo 3. And in the choice, Okay, I have modified some changes in the temp1 folder. Now, if you see git status, it is showing. So let me add this file, git add. Yeah, you can give star also. See, if I'm just giving a star, it takes the file because it is having only. If I go git status, so it has modified because there is only one file. So it is taking content. If there are multiple files, it will be containing all the files. So it will be calculator.sh. Okay. Calculator.sh. So now I want to commit this. Git commit minus added multiplication comment in the one branch. Okay. Now, if I have to push git push minus u, what should be the origin? Means to which branch I should be pushing these changes?
To temp1.
Sorry, temp1. Now, if you see git status, see now the head is organized into temp1 and multiplication command has been added in the temporary one branch. Okay, now that's fine. Now I'm gonna do one thing. In the meanwhile, I also see it has been pushed and it is asking me to compare and pull request. So I'm gonna compare and I'm gonna create a no, yeah, we will do it here itself. Let's check out to here. So if you see git status, git log, it is showing only one file because here the commit. Okay, you have to see one more thing. See, if you want to see what exactly which log you want to see, if it is the branch name temp1 one line. So this way it will give the log file of this branch. Now if you see git log master, see the difference. In temporary means in temp1 we have added a new file, so it is having two commits. In master it is having only one commit because it has been then and the temp1 as having extra commit. So if you want to take the consideration of means if you want to merge the temp1 details to the master, so it will be just if you can use it merge temp1. So automatically it will merge whatever the temp1 files has been there into the master one. See, it has been added fast forward. 3 plus means it has been mentioning what are the changes it has been having. Git log one line. Now if you see, there is a new commit.
Master.
This commit has been added. So if I push, whatever we are doing from the GitHub account, merging and comparing everything, we are directly doing it from the Git only, and we are pushing the changes. Just because I want you to understand how we can do it from the Git also, so that's the reason I'm just doing it from here. So see, it has been pushed the master to master changes. Now if you see git log -1 line, so you'll be showing this one. So if we go here and if you open the demo, so see here the two commits are there.
Multiplication.
master has also has been committed. Now, if I want to tag this one, means I want to mention a tag to this master branch, means when the merge has been happened, I want to tag this one. So I'm
Okay.
gonna use tag. The tag is a git tag, tag name, whatever you want to mention. So there are actually two types of tags. One is lightweight tags, and other one is annotated tags. What basically do is that lightweight tags is that just you will be mentioning the tag name, just tag name, git tag. What is the tag name? That is called lightweight tags because they are very easy to use and very normally whatever you are just mentioning that will mention. Like if you are going to mention version one, because we are the first time we are actually pushed our temporary temp one changes to the master. So we are
Okay.
going to mention version one. When we mention the temp two changes to the master, we will mention version two or maybe version 1.1. So that's are called lightweight tags. That can be just ignored like git tag v1. If you just mention this one, this will be tagged to the head because when you are using for the first time the tag v1, so automatically it considered to the head. If you want to commit to the old commits, if you want to tag to the old commits, then you have to mention git tag, tag name, the commit id. So now if you see git tag v1, so automatically it considers this one. Okay,
V1 is a tag name Ashok here.
anything you can keep. I'm just keeping version one. You can keep Ashok, you can keep Puneet, you can keep Yashwant. It's up to you. It's just a
Okay.
tag name. Anything you can keep. It's up to you. You are the person you want to do it. You can do mention. See, if I mention git tag v1, so let me go one thing. Git tag v2. So automatically this tag will be mentioned as the headmaster. Means the master has been taking the version 2 because the master has been changed because it was not before the same thing.
Yes.
So that's the reason it has been having these changes according to it. Means this is the headmaster, add multiplication we has been added, adding calculator file to master. Okay, that's fine. This is the master. So if we mention git tag v2, now if you go again git log minus one line, see tag v2 is there.
Okay.
Now if I want to tag an old commit git tag v1 and I will be mentioning this commit name here, so it will be tagging to this one. So if you see again,
Git state git log online.
see tag v1. If you want to push the tags git,
To that commit ID, it will be performing, right, Ashok?
yes, git push, if you mention v1, it will be pushing this tag. Where is v1? We have mentioned v1 only, right?
V2 Ashok.
No, there are two tags.
Yeah.
V1.
Git push, wait a minute, git tags minus L means it will show all the tags v1, v2.
Okay.
Git push, and if you want to see what tag exactly is that, git show v1, so it will be showing what exactly it has been in the v1. So we have added this is the first version 1 tag. If you see git show version 2, what are the changes it has been there, so it has been added these two lines. So if you want to push the tag,
Git push.
git push all, it will be considering. Everything up to date. It is there, means the tag has not yet been pushed here. Okay, let me see it here. Oh, no, it has not yet came here yet. Just a minute, guys. In the meanwhile, if you have, you can start working on that. Means if you are using the same commands you are doing continuously with me, you can start working on that too. Means create the branches and do it. I'm just going to do one thing. It should be git push v1. Let me try again. Git push. Oh, sorry. I'd be using use origin v1. Yeah, it's not taking. The tag has been moved. Yeah, this is the one. Actually, if you are using to where if they want to tag, if you want to move the tag to your GitHub repository, you should use the origin here also. If you want to push all the tags in a single go, means you don't want to push one by one, then you can just push git push all the tags like this, git push minus tags. So it will take consideration of all the tags. The new tag is also moved. So if you go back to here and if you see the loaded, now the tags will be showing here. See.
V1, V2. Both the tags have been moved.
Yes. That's the way. If you want to, means if you are working on see, you are working on multiple projects and you are doing it, and you need to know on which tag exactly you are being there. Means if you are mentioning the tag, means it's important that okay, this has been a new feature has been adding here, so that's the reason I'm adding a tag, so that at any point of time going back, you can easily just with the tag you can check it out and you can come back to that code. So that's the reason we use the tags. Okay, now anyways we are in the merge of it. So let me. So right now we are on temp master branch. So let me change the branch. I have switched to the next one. Now if I mention here git log, what it will show me? Anyone? What it will show me in the branch temporary to if I mention
Check out temporary.
git log -1. If I print this line, what it will show me? Yes, up to now I am doing this. I was mentioned when I've started the git. What exactly the git log shows?
It shows all the file, Ashok.
What are the changes we have done? What are the things?
It will be like history, whatever the repository we have done. To check.
See, git log shows the commit details, the commit ID details, whatever we have done. Git log shows the commits. Whatever the commits, whatever we have done, it will show the commits. It will show only the commit details. Whatever the git log shows only the commits, means whatever how many commits you have done. If I mention git log master, the commits will be different because it will be having, because we have merged the temp1 changes to the master, so it will be having two commits. If I mention git log temp1 branch and I'm using one line, it will be showing only the temp1 commits.
Yeah.
So the commits, it will show the commits. Remember this commits, whatever the commits we have done, it will be showing that commits to us. Okay, now I am in the branch. Click on ls and let me change the file. See, if you see clearly, I have in the temporary one and the master, there will be two things, right? One is I have added multiplication. So now
Ah,
here
yes.
I'm gonna add one more thing called division. Okay, now I've added these changes. Now I'm gonna see git status. Now there is a file git add dot. So it has been made just to make sure that this has been in the staging. Git status. Now I'm gonna commit git commit minus m added division command in the m2 branch. Now if I push git push minus u origin m2, and now it has been pushed. If you see git status, it's clean. Now let me print git log.
minus.
Now the temp is 2 and there is a command here. So if we go here, see it has been mentioning that there is a changes. So let me go to the branches first. See there, here also there is stream. Now if you see this, it is mentioning this branch is one commit ahead and one commit behind master. Okay,
Yes.
now if I want to merge this temporary to the branch to the master, I'm going to do it here from not from there. I'm going to do it here. So if I click compare and pull request, now the conflict will come. See, can't automatically merge. Why? Why? Can anyone tell me? If you have followed the video perfectly, whatever I was doing, you'll be able to answer this question.
Here we want to merge directly to the both.
Yes, the temporary one also I did the trend. Then why this one is actually showing me the merge problem?
Why? Because that file.
It's a local repository notion.
We have already merged temp1 to the master file.
Okay.
And here we are merging temp2 to the master, means there would be some differences.
Why?
Like we need to mention there.
What differences?
Like in that we did some multiplication operations, here division.
Yes, the thing is that if you see, here, there is a division operation in the temporary too, but in the master and in the master exactly at the same place there is a multiplication, and in the same line there is a multiplication. So the commands are different. So the git is asking you these are different changes. How could I understand? How could I will be able to take it? Because the conflict is arising here. because you are adding two lines which are using divin. So now you will see how the conflict will be showing. So now if you see, if you click on the conflict, now see. Yesterday I told you, right, about the head
Yes,
and
Ashok.
everything. See, this is the conflict where it got erased. This is the one, this is the head, where it is asking me, see, there is echo 3 division, there is echo 3 multiply. What should I do? Here it is also asking me, this is the temp2, this is the line, this is the line. What should I do? Do you want me to make changes or what you want to do? So here it is asking me directly, you can use it. How can you want to change it? You want to differentiate or you want to resolve it? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make the changes. So I'm going to make it as echo. Okay, that's fine. They let me keep it echo 3 as division only. Now I'm going to keep echo 4 as multiply. Again, I'm coming down. Now if I click commit merge, so require approval from specific. If you want, I can add a rule where you can, I can ask anyone to just make the changes if someone has been there. So it's up to me. Now I'm gonna pull the merge request. So here the merge pull request is there. So I'm gonna confirm merge. So now the changes have been added to the master branch. So if you go to the code, and if you see there are 5 commits. So it has been, the division is variant temporary bad and branch has been merged into temporary 2 and pull request has been done. Now the master is there. So if you just pull it, so all the changes it has been taken. Now if you see git log, whatever the changes has been there, it has been mentioned. Now if I tag it here, git tag, now I'm gonna use a different tag called annotated tag. Now if I use git tag -a, and I'm going to use this one version as 3. The annotated tags is that you have to mention along with it, we have to mention a message. This is mandatory for the annotated tags because these annotated tags are crystal clear what exactly happened in this tag and why it has been mentioned. Lightweight tags is just a tag name. We are just mentioning the version 3, version 1, version 2, Ashok, yeah, Ishwan, Puneet, Nagesh, something. But if you are using annotated tag along with the name, you have to mention the comment why you have using this tag, for what reason you are mentioning. So I'm mentioning, I'm merging the, I will be using resolved the conflict in master branch. Git tag -a v3 -m resolve the conflict. So if I mention this, it automatically takes to the main branch, means to the head, the first one, where the commit pull request has been there. So if I click again,
-m is nothing but master, Ashok, here.
yeah, -m is that message. -m is a message. If you mention git commit -m, right? This is a message. This is called -m is a message. Whatever you are using, that is a message. You are keeping it for this particular commit or particular tag or anything. -m is a message. Git log. Now, if I mention one line, see the tag v3 is there. Now, if I want to see about the two merge branch to the division and everything, so I'm going to use git tag -a. I'm going to use version 2.1 to the division branch. Now I'm going to add as a commit -m. I'm going to add it command in the file. And I'm going to mention the commit ID. The same goes for the annotated tags also. So this is the add division in the committed branch. Now, if I mention version 2.1, so it will be considering it has been there. Now, if you see git log minus log one line, see 2.1. Now, if I want to mention to the origin when I have merged it to it, I can mention 3.1, or maybe I can mention, if I want to delete the tag, it will be git tag -d, the tag name. So suppose now I want to delete the tag git tag -d. I'm going to delete the version 3. Deleted. If you see git log, see
Yes.
this has been deleted. Now I can change the tag git tag v3 to the this origin ID. And now I'm clicking it. Git log online. So now it has been the version 3. Now I'm gonna tag the annotated tag to this main head. So now if I'm using just version -m, conflict resolved. Resolved and merged with master. So if I'm taking this one, automatically this will be considering it as for the head. See. Now if I'm gonna push all the tags, it's a just simple thing. Git push tags. So all the tags will be pushed. See, version 4, version 3, version 2.1 to version 2.1. Now, if you go here and if you see in the code, see, it will be showing all the things. What exactly it happened. Now, if you see here, git show v4, it will be showing what exactly the thing is. See, the v4 will be showing you the tagger, the time zone, and what exactly the message is. If you mention git tag v1, it will be just showing the details what it has been done. See.
Already.
Oh, sorry. It is show.
Show.
It is not mentioning anything. Means who has done it, what is the tagger name. See, it is just showing the author, but it is not showing the tagger who exactly tagged it. See, if I'm mentioning the tag, it will be showing the tag name and the message, what exactly he has been kept to that one. So this is the way how exactly we tag and how we resolve the conflicts and how we exactly work it out. Any questions, guys?
Here tags are like whatever the task we performed here, we'll be tagging there. Like so and so thing has been changed or
See, suppose now I will just give you an example. Where is it tagging? Just a minute. Let me go there so that I will explaining you easily. See, now suppose that you are working on a file. Okay. You are working on a file. Suppose the file was first file was version 1, and along that you got a new feature to be added in that. And from which line you want to add, you are not sure about it. Means you have added your file, and once you go back to that, you will be able to know. But suppose a new joinee or some other person is looking into your file.
okay.
For him, it will be a new file, right? Whatever you have done, it will be new file, whatever you have done. But
Yes.
on the Git, when he is taking that one, he will not be able to understand why exactly this file is having this much code. So if you are using the tags there in that for particular lines, you are mentioning, suppose you mentioned git tag, annotated tag and mentioned as v4. In the -m message, you mentioned that So from line 232, there is a, this has been used for a bug. And again for another, you have used git tag minus a and v5 and mentioned minus m from 300. This has been used for a new feature. So the guy when takes this git pull or tags and whatever, he sees that okay, this file has been made this many changes. This many changes has been made, and for each line, this is the way they have committed and why they have pulled this request, why they have merged this code to the master. So this was the reason. It is for a bug. It is for a new feature. It is for a release. So every time when they merged or maybe they are using it, so that's the reason. If you are merging it every time, at that place the tag is mandatory for you, because if you mention the tag why you are merging that pull request, it makes the other developers or maybe the other person who is going to pull that master branch, he will be able to understand what are the changes it has went through that. That is the reason we use the tagging. So it's the same thing, two different examples,
Whenever the
right?
merge, sorry to interrupt, Ashok. Whenever the merging task would be performed, there we would be performing the tagging command.
Yeah, because that way it works out. See, if you go back to the old tags also, you can tag it like that. I have shown you how exactly
Yes.
it can be done. So that's the way which it will be mentioning what are the tags are there and why we have used this tag at this place, why we merge that tag along with the message. We will be using the annotated tag, not the lightweight tags. Maximum we'll be using the annotated tags. So these are the main two tags. Why lightweight tags and annotated tags is that it's simplest methods to create tags to just have a specific commit. So see, it as mentioned, it doesn't contain any external such as tagger name, email, or any message. But for the annotated tags, it creates a stored. It means it tags an object kind of data in database as a full object. Like if you see here,
Tagger name.
so this one, the tagger name, the date means if your email ID, whatever it has been here, and what is the message, it will be mentioned. It will be having these details for this annotated tag. So that's the reason these annotated tags are very much used at the time of uh, commit pull request. See, they are preferred over lightweight tags, as I mentioned. So the same thing, git tag minus a tag name, git tag name. That's it. So this is the tagging point of things. Why we use tags is, as I mentioned, at each merge, a tag is an applied point where practical branch merges with. So complex project can include various production, non-production tags. Tags comes in handy at release points. As I see, if you are in a releasing mode and you are releasing the new versions of your code or maybe the product and anything. So if you mention the tag, what exactly the new feature has been there, that way when you are pulling the code, you will be able to easily understand. So that's the
Okay.
reason we use the tag along with the merging. I explained you directly. So any questions, let me know. The tagging commands is that git tag name, which we have used for the lightweight, git tag name commit id, which we'll be using for the older commits if you want to do it. And what was the other one? And git tag minus a, this is annotated tag. Git push origin tag name, it will be pushing the tags. Git push minus tags, it will be pushing all the tags. Git tag minus d, it will
Delete.
be deleting the tags. So these are all about tagging, and along with it, I also explain you the merging,
Merging.
also the managing conflicts, how to conflict, how to resolve the conflict.
Ashok. Here
Yes.
there is case sensitive. Ashok. Git like whatever the file we are deleting minus d, in place of minus d, if we give the caps d, what will that occur, Ashok?
See, Unix is actually everything is case sensitive. You have to use the small only. Let me see for you only. See. You are getting the point, right?
Yes, Ashok.
See, it is, I'm giving this mentioning it, so it is giving me what exactly you want. Git tag minus d. Minus d is this delete. Minus l is list. Minus v is for verify. Annote message. So F is for edit, E for is S is for sign, minus E is for edit, minus F is for force. So it is giving you everything. What exactly you need to understand. So what was we were doing? Okay, now see the master is up to date. But if you go to the branch temp1, the temp1 will not be having all the commits.
Yes.
This is a three behind the master. So if I hit remote -v, so this is fetch and pull. So you can see, as I said, the git difference, right? Okay, let me show you that one also. So if I see git difference, you can see about the commit differences. So if I see this difference to the main difference, this one. So this many differences are there. If I see about only one difference, git difference to temp2 to the master, see. These are all the differences where it has added a new line. So this is the difference of commits if you want to check what exactly the difference of commits you has been mentioned. So in the conflicts when we are using this one, git difference commit ID commit one, and if you see on the branch also, temp1, temp2, this is the main difference. And if you see on the master git difference master temp1, you can check the differences what exactly in each branch it is there. That's the reason we use the difference command.
We
It
can
will
be differentiated through the commit ID as well as the branch name too.
yes, you can do that. Any questions, guys?
To see the conflicts directly here, we use this difference command, right, Ashok?
Yes, we can use that one also. You can directly try to merge. If you merge that, then it will be showing you the error.
Okay. There we can resolve the conflicts. We'll get to know about that.
Yes, means if you are here also get checkout and use temp1. I'm in the temp1, right?
Yes.
And this is up to date. Okay. Let me do first one thing, git checkout master. So I'm gonna pull the changes, git pull. It is up to date. Okay, now git checkout. Now I'm gonna merge git merge master. I'm gonna merge the master branch to the temp1 to see what exactly the temp1 will be having. Now it will be throwing the conflict to me. One file changed, automatically it has been mentioned. Now if I see merge, so the temp1 file has automatically changed to master one. So the merge is actually changed everything. Now if I see git log -1 online, it will be up to date. See. So now the head has been made and it has moved to the temp. So I have merged the changes. So automatically the change has been taken and the pull request has been done. If you see here, and if you go to the code, now this will be up to date because
Now the
sorry,
master file is temp1. Yes.
yeah, I have to push it here. Git push. So now if I go here and I see this thing again, if I click this, so automatically the branch is up to date. It has been merged. So this is a way of
While merging, Ashok, sorry to interrupt once again. While merging from temp1 to temp2, the master file would be the same. The name will not change the name. Inside the content will be like differing, merging the things.
see we are checking for one file, it will be one file. If it is have hundreds of files,
Okay.
it will be showing hundreds of differences to you on that file.
But the name master and temp1 doesn't change. It will be fixed.
We are creating the branch name, right? That's a branch name, we are creating it. So if you are using if you can use the name as Ashok also, or maybe Yashwant also, or Nagesh also, Puneet also, Dinesh, it's up to you what you want to keep your branch name. For temporary purpose, I just mentioned temp1, temp2, just to make you understand very easily. That's it. These names are, it's up to you what you want to keep. Some people for the project, they will be keeping their module names like cycle, bike, car, because each module will be having that code will be present in that modules, in that branch. Any doubts, guys?
Ashok, after pulling the complete things, is it possible to go for old things, old code?
Yeah, because we have to revert it back. You have to go, you have to revert to the old code if you want to have only the master one. Suppose I don't want to, the temp one should be into the same one. So I will just using git reset. Now if you go to the file, where am I exactly? If you want to revert it, it will be revert. The reset and revert I will be explaining you, because here if you want to go back to the original code, you will just be for each commit we are just going back to the old commits. So that way we will be using the old code. Means that's the reason what we do is that we will not be using some branches. Suppose see this is the master branch, right? You are keeping your original code here. In the temporary one, you are adding new features, but the master is not yet updated. It is having the full code, means the scratch code is present in the master, but the temp one will have advanced code. Now if you want to create some features, some new things in the temp 2, so what you are going to take it, if you just create a new branch, automatically takes from the master, and you can add the changes of temp 1 to the temp 2, so that it will be having the changes more than that, and temp 2 will be more advanced because you will be having more code lines in the temp 2, means new features will be added, but the master will not be modified if you don't want. Or otherwise you can do another thing: take the master from the branches, create multiple branches. One branch, don't update it at all, because that way you will be keeping that master branch code in that temporary file, where you will be having that whatever the details, means the scratch code will be present in that particular branch, so that whatever you are going to do, that branch should not be updated. So going forward, the master and other things will be getting updated. If you want to have that code again from the scratch, you can take that branch, just you can pull that branch, that's it. You are getting that scratch code again. If you want to go back to the old code, you have to revert or maybe reset the master and everything, so that all the commits will be going back.
Okay, for every changes we need to create a new branch and we need to update there only.
It's up to you how, see, it's up to your project requirement, how you are going to do that, how exactly you want to work it out. That's up to you. That's your project request, and what we say, up to your company how they want to work it out.
Okay.
We will not be able to mention that.
Yeah, okay.
See, if I have just merged a commit, right, there is option to revert for me. I can revert these changes. I don't want to keep this pull request from master to the temp 2. I don't want. If I say I can revert, see, if I click on revert, it came back again.
Okay.
That way it works out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you, Ashok.
So this one is also will be mentioned in the commit also. See, I have reverted back, and everything will be mentioned. If you go to the commit history. See here, it is created in revert master where you would have reverted it. Why? See, this way the merging happens and the conflicts, if you are erasing it. So the tagging, and there is one more tagging called interactive staging. I want to discuss about that. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will start.
No, sure.
No, sure.
Okay, now let me pull the changes. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make some changes in the calculator file. Wait a minute, it should be adding. Don't consider anything. I'm just using it for the demo purpose. So this is not actually perfect code. Means echo 5 and none is printed. Okay. So now I want to stage. Now there is a difference. See, if you am adding it, interactive staging, and you want to add only some particular lines. Means when you are doing a staging, means when you want to commit, you don't want, you have written 100 lines code, and you think that you need only the top 10 lines of the code in the commit, and you don't want the last 90 lines or maybe the last 10 lines. So how you want to push only the 10 lines of the top code? How we are going to do that? That will be done through the interactive staging. So for that, first we have to mention git add. Now if I use git add minus I means interactive staging. If I click on this, now if you see, there are 2 lines I've added. So if you see the status, what exactly the status shows, if you press 1 or S, it will be showing the status. It is showing the stage. If I press S also, it will be showing the same thing. So it is S. If you want to update, U. If you want to revert, 3. Add untracked, 4. Patch. This is the one where we'll be using a lot. Patch. How to patch things. Differences. Quit. Help. So I'm going to use the patch.
No changes.
Oh, sorry. For that, I have to commit the change first. Then only I will be able to patch it. Just a moment. Now, if I see git add minus I, now if I click on 5, the patch is not coming. I'm in the master only, right? Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. Staging. We are using the patch here. We have committed. If I push, all the changes will be moved, but I need only the changes which I want to work it out. Log. When is up to date? I am on the master. Actually, if it is in the staging, it needs to show me the file. Why it is not showing me here? Wait a minute, guys. Friends. Okay. Let me do one thing. Vim. Yeah, where I have added it is only here only, right? Echo 5. Now if I see difference, okay, there is a calculator.sh. B is a division 6 on changes. Okay, read the changes is there. Okay, git add. If I'm clicking on the 5 patch, yes. Okay, I missed that part. Okay. Okay, yes. Sorry. It's my update. My bad. Let me. One unchanged. Stage 1 unchanged plus 1. So. Yeah, actually, the details has to be shown. Why it is not showing me the details? If I click enter 1, only one file. That's the reason it is not considering the one. Okay, just let me give me a minute. Actually, I don't use interactive string that much. Okay, where were we? CD. What was the one? Temp. ls. Which branch am I right now? Okay. Ping and not switch. No value. Add minus I. Change to 5 patch. Actually, this has to show me the hunks. How exactly the hunk has to be worked out. Why it is not showing me the hunk? Differences is there. There are two lines differences there. If I'm clicking on one, why it is not taking it? The file name, it has to consider the command status. If I'm giving one, click enter. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, my bad. Okay, let me explain you clearly. Let me go back. Okay, I will explain you now. See, I have added two lines in the code. Where exactly the lines are? One is see, now I have added a change in echo 6 changes and there is a new value echo no value. So I have added two lines. So if I see git difference, it is showing that there is one line and there is another line. I don't want to print all the lines. I don't want to commit both the lines in a single go. I just want to keep only this change into the repository. I don't want this one. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use interactive staging. Git add -i, or maybe you can use -i interactive. You can use -i interactive, or double this one and interactive. So if you mention this one, so it is taken. So here it will be showing the status, what exactly the status is. So there is unchanged file plus 2 lines has been there, means how many lines you are added, that many lines it will be showing here. And update revert, we don't that much use. So we want to use the patch. So if you click on the patch, it will be showing the lines. Now if you click on enter.
After giving 5, we need to give enter, Ashok.
After 5, we have to press the file name first. One,
Okay.
what is the file we want to update? Enter. And after that, you press enter. It will be giving me the changes, what exactly there are. So here it is me saying echo changes, and case 2 means there are two changes. This is the stage hunk, 1 by 2 and 2 by 2 means this is the change here. So here, what exactly these ones are? Y, N, Q, A, A, D, G, A. So press enter.
Okay. Again enter.
Yeah, both the changes. It actually takes question mark. Okay, let me print question mark. See, this question mark will be showing what exactly why stage this hunk, whether yes, no, do not stage this hunk, Q, quit, do not stage this hunk, or any of the remaining ones. A, stage this hunk and all later hunks in the file, means all the hunks are in a single go. Do not stage this hunk or any of the latest hunks, means delete. J, leave this hunk undecided. See next undecided hunk. J, leave this hunk undecided. See next hunk. G, select a hunk to go to. Search for a hunk matching the given regex. E, manually edit the current hunk. Print help. There also comes split. I think it has been not been given.
Hunk is nothing but the code, Ashok, here.
The code, yeah. Whatever we are going to change, that one. So if I press Y, only this hunk, it will be considering this one. So it automatically splitted the lines according to that. So it is already considered that these are splitted into two. This echo changes here, and the last one echo no value. So it has been considered. Now if I click on Y, so this has been gone. Now it is asking about the second hunk. See 2 by 2, no value. I don't want to have this one to be printed. So I'm going to say no. You are getting the point, right?
That plus symbol indicates that it is in the line needs to be changed or updated.
The line needs to be committed. Means the plus
Okay.
symbol is that these are the lines which are not committed. So whether you want to print it or not. So here, this was the one where I have pressed enter. So this one has been committed. Now it is asking me for this, whether this one should go or not. So I'm saying no. Now it has been committed only one line. Now if you see, both the single file will be in the staging and also will be in the modification. If you see git status, a single file where the single file, in a single file we have modified, means it has been having this one where it has not been committed, and this line is committed. So that way interactive staging works out. If you want to push only these changes, if you just mention git push, because the commit is already there, git push -m -u origin master. How many times I have to give? Now, if you see here, see, this is on the main branch only, right?
Yes, Ashok. Git branch. Ashok?
Yes, Ashwin, tell me.
Like this does whatever git you have pressed git both the time.
Come on. Oh, okay. This one
It is not
has,
performed that.
it has not yet been committed. So I have to commit this one. Git commit -m. Only one change has been moving with interactive staging. So here, if I click enter, now the commit will be taking only the first line. So now if you git push, anyways, it will be pushing the origin master only, so it has been in the master. So if I git push, or if you want to see git status, only one file it is showing because the other one is committed. Git state. So now if you go to the file, now the new change will be here. See, only echo changes there. The new one which we didn't got the echo no value. If you go here and if you see, here, git so sorry, cat cal.sh. See, this one we have not taken. It is there still. See, this is called interactive staging, where if you want to move only some particular lines to your GitHub repository, not all the lines, we will be using the interactive staging. So this is the ones where we will be taking it. So these are all actually the steps which we have done. So it's the same thing. See, git add interactive commands. What exactly this does? Git add -i or maybe interactive. If you want to go through it, this is the files here. Any doubts on it?
Ashok, In here, the system directly understands whatever we have added or like deleted from that command, like performed in that .sh file.
Yes, obviously, right? Because you are saving that file to that system only. So it will be seeing the content, what you have presented in the content. So the Git will be able to see what exactly the content has been added or modified. Before that, means now recently it got updated, I think, interactive. Before that, the option was usually used to come. Split usually used to come.
Okay. Yes, it
Because the
was.
two lines means if the lines are more, it will be showing you. Means continuously if you are writing it. Means suppose if you have written 5 lines and you have given 2 lines gap, and again you have written 5 lines, again you have written 2 lines. So that way it will be asking you whether you want to go for all the hunk or whether you want to split the hunk or not. So that options used to come before. Means I think it got updated.
While in GitHub account, there also you have split and unified thing. I've seen.
Yeah, because see, you will be making the changes from the Git first time, right? Means
Okay.
you will be moving the changes from your to this one. When you are taking from the GitHub, that's fine. But if you are changing the code here and you are pushing from your local repo to the remote repo, at that time you will not be going. You will be pushing the changes, and after having the commit here, after pushing that, you will not be taking that one, right? If you are committed here, that's it. If you have to push the changes, you are committing the changes, you are pushing it. So you are moving your local repo code to your remote repo. If you are taking from the remote repo to local repo, at that time you can make that split and everything, and you want to have only that files, you can constrain that thing. Any doubts, guys? Means are you able to understand what exactly I have done up to now? If you have doubts, please let me know now itself. This is called interactive staging. I have discussed about the merge conflicts, how to manage the conflicts, the tagging part. In the tagging one, annotated lightweight tags and the annotations, means the interactive staging. Any doubts, anything? Come on, guys, if you don't have anything, I will move further. Are you able to understand, first of all?
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Today I'll need to practice all this once again so that I'll get doubts. I'll get in touch with you.
Sure, that's fine. Go through the recording once again. You'll be able to see. Okay, let me see. Answer these questions. Annotated tags are more preferred than lightweight tags because annotated tags are easier to create than the lightweight tags. Is it true or false? Which ones are easy to create?
Like easy to create lightweight tags. It's false.
Yes, that's right. Suppose a team of developers are working in project. They have created some tags to mark important releases in their development process. Which of the following commands will let them know the complete list?
Complete list.
List.
Git tag.
Git
Git show.
push.
Git. No. Git show. Git show. Sure.
Git show will show you what exactly it has been
Then
there.
git -l, that would show the list of tags. Here
Oh,
there
I
is
have missed the tag list here, I think.
git tag -l.
It shows everything, I know that, but why I have not given this option when I was writing it? I missed it somewhere. Just a minute, git tag minus. It also has to show everything, I think. Oh, this is annotations. Okay. It will be git tag -l. I missed it. Okay. What? Read about the next one and do this.
A developer working on a project has accidentally pushed an incorrect tag into the remote repository name version 5.0.2. Which of the following commands can be used to remove that incorrect tag from the remote repository? To remove, we need to perform a tag name there, right, Ashok?
Yeah.
A git remove version. Not the above.
What about
Tag ID is required.
read it correctly? A developer working on a project has accidentally pushed an incorrect tag into the remote repository. Remote repository.
Then
Which
git
are
push minus delete origin v.
Yes, that's right. Because if you are not pushed, you can delete it on your local. But if you have pushed, you want to delete it from there, you have to mention git push minus delete origin. And this is actually just a minute. 2 times t. And this will be a problem. This will be deleting the tag from the origin. Okay.
We have questions in git
Git tag will also work out in alphabetical order. And that was the reason I was looking into it. Okay. You can use git tag also if you want
to see the list of files, Ashok.
Yeah, git tags also. It is the same thing. Git tag will also show the same thing. Git tag minus L also will show the same thing. What was the other one? Okay. Interactive staging. Okay. Various options are available once you enter the interactive mode. Which of the following shows an invalid option with interactive staging? You have seen this, right? The top only the interactive staging one is there. So based on that, you can tell me the answer. Which of the following options are not available in the interactive mode?
Different. No.
Come on, Ashwant.
Status. Sorry, Ashok. Status.
Seriously, you are seeing this.
Untracked I've seen and quit I've seen. Different.
Untracked, you have seen. It is fully untracked.
It's untracked. It's had untracked there. Option is untracked.
Untracked. Sorry. Yeah. Shit.
Yes, the untracked is the correct answer. Okay, this if I go rebasing, you guys will never be able to understand because this will be a little more advanced. I don't want to have you this one right now. And cherry picking also. I'm going to mention you about the git fetch and pull. It is very easy because whenever you want to pull, means you want to pull some clone, you have made some changes in your GitHub, means when you are pulling the data from any repository, what we do is that we'll directly pull the changes. And if we are not unsure, suppose now see, let me make the changes here in the file directly. I'm gonna remove these changes.
Ashok, sorry to interrupt, but then I have one got silly doubt, Ashok.
Yes.
It might be silly, but then I'll ask you once.
Yeah, sure. Go on.
In GitHub account, we can perform all the tasks. Why do we need again this scripting backend things?
See, GitHub is a remote repository. You will not be able to write your code here if you are
No,
able
after
to.
writing and uploading the things here, We can like merge again. We can create tags here. We can do all operations here itself directly.
So how you are going to test it means, suppose, okay, consider that this is your GitHub account and this is your machine. Okay, you are working on a code on your local means in your machine, and you want to test all these features. How you are going to test it in GitHub?
No, we can't. Okay.
And I guess you can drop. You can see the recording.
Thank you, Ashok.
Yeah. I'm just going to talk about fetch and pull. So it's just a normal thing. So you can just check it out. So now I have made the changes here. So whether I will be able to test these changes in GitHub account, I'm asking you only.
Sorry,
Come on,
Ashok.
Ashok.
Sorry.
Whether I will be able to test these changes, whether this file is.
No, we can't test here.
We can't test it.
So the Git is that whether you are working on your machine and you are tested and everything is fine from your code, whatever you have done, then only we'll be pushing these changes to our remote repo. This is actually as a storing space for you. As I said, after 10, 50 years, if you come back, this code will be here only. It will not go anywhere. It's giving you a free space to store your code. You are want to work on a simple project and you don't have any resource with you, you don't have any money, and you can't store your files because your laptop may get cut at some time. So what you are going to do, you're going to write your code and you're going to test everything, and after that you're going to just create an account in GitHub and you just going to store this here. That's it. The code will be there at some point, and you are being your laptop has got corrupted and your system, you are want to use a new laptop, you brought a new one now how you are going to get that code? You just going to log into the GitHub account, you just clone that repo to your local. That's it. You are good to go from the scratch again because you have the code. It's a storing space. It's a very easy and is freely usable space to any person anywhere. If you say and you have modified your code and you want to some other opinions on your code, you can just provide your this repo HTTPS link to your persons who you want to have that opinion on that. You just have to give them this link and ask them, see, I have performed some changes on this, could you please check on this? You don't have to send all the file to him. You just have to present this link to him. He's going through that link and he will be explaining you what exactly the changes you may have done, what exactly is done. You got my point.
Yes, sure.
So now if I see git fetch, see, now I have mentioned git fetch. What it does is that it will not directly print, it will not pull all the changes in a single go. Means whatever we have been modified, we have been, okay, this is still there, right? Okay. Wait a minute.
Sure.
Yes.
Nothing, Ashok. You are like correct.
So now see, here I have updated the changes, right? Here I have made some changes to the character.sh file. I have removed these things and I want to pull those changes. And I'm not sure whether this can be done or this whether this can be considering the fact that okay, these files are good and I want to consider whether how exactly the fetch is going to work out, means where exactly I want to add these changes, how exactly I want to see whether these files what I have taken are good or not. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use a fetch one. What the fetch does that is that it asks you whether you want to take these changes first place. Means before pulling all the changes, it makes sure that whether the files which you are having are gonna, means whether you want to review this or you want to take all the files in a single go or not. So that way the fetch shows you whether pulling the changes before that. Let me do one single thing. It is already done. So if I mention get difference master to the master origin master, I will show you the difference now. See, it has not taken the changes in a single. If I used pull, automatically the changes would have been applied to the master. But here it is not yet been pushed. It is asking me this has been removed. The master is having a difference with your local repo. See, the origin master is the file which we had made changes, and to the master which we are having. If you see cal.sh, this is a one which in your local repo, and this is the one which you are having here in your remote repo. See, here the changes we have modified and we have committed that one. Now see, here the changes, it is having the change, it is having this, and it has not yet been taken, it has been consent. So we have fetched, means before pushing the changes, before pulling the changes, if you are not sure whether you want to take these changes or not, so that way you can check the difference by using the fetch. The fetch will not push the changes in a single go. It will be asking you whether these changes can be done or not. To see that, this is the command git difference master to the origin master. So that way it will be asking, okay, whether you can take the changes or not. It's up to you. If I use git merge, it will be merging those changes. If you see, one file change. Now if I use cal.sh, see the changes has been gone. The pull will take without anything, means the pull will take and it will not ask you your permission. If you are using git pull, it will automatically take and it will pull the code to your local repo in a single go. But if you are not sure about the changes, whether you want to take it or not, and you want to see what exactly the differences are there, means whether I want to have these changes or not, you're going to use git fetch. That is the basic difference between git fetch and git pull. I would ask you every time to use get fetch before pulling the changes, because going forward, when you are pulling the changes from any repository or from any change from the remote repo, you should always use the fetch. You first see what exactly the changes are there, what will be the differences you will be having, and then you have to take the changes. This is called git fetch and pull. Any doubts you can ask me. See, this is the simple thing. In a simple go I have explained. So suppose here they take an example, but some people are working on a project. The first step an individual team is that they have used the git clone. So git clone is that where you take the remote repo to your local systems. Now you make the changes in your local repo and you think the future is ready to be merged. They push the changes and raise a pull request. Suppose and other developers will not be able to see the changes in the repository until they update it. One option is to update the repository, could be git clone. Otherwise, because the git clone is meant again they have to take the total code and they have to work it out. So they use the git pull, where they will taking all the changes in a single go. But this is an unsafe command, as I said, because it directly changes whatever. I mean, suppose if you are working on the code of a file, suppose cal.sh, I'm working on it and I have changes none.sh and some values are there. Okay, let me show you why it is unsafe and okay. Mm. So here I'm gonna adding my changes. Okay, just to make sure how to make you understand. Okay, now here I'm adding my changes. I'm there now. What happened? Now I have added the changes. I'm taking it right now. Okay, this file has been added and it has been modified. Okay, now if I use git pull, the changes in this file will automatically removed and it will be to the old code, this one. Without anything, it will be this code. If you see, I'm just going to use git pull. Oh, wait a minute. To add it here, let me edit this line. If you have doubt, please let me know, because when I'm doing it, I will be asking you again and again. Because again, if you practice, you may get this problems. Now, suppose if I use git pull. Now, if I use cat cal.sh. See, please comment. Okay.
Git commit.
See, your local changes to the following files should be overwritten by cal.sh. Please commit your changes or stash them before you merge. So automatically it is taking all the changes. It will be removing the changes. Suppose if I use I have to force something, then where is the options F? I think -F will be the force. Okay. It is not accepting. Come on. Friend, that's the reason it is not accepting it. Just give me a minute. Here I have made the stash command. I will explain later. So here I have taken the changes. For this, if I don't want to have these changes before, I would have just what I would have done is that Let me go to the master again. Let me add one more line again here. Right. And let me now if I see git fetch, it is something. Now if I see the git difference, master, the origin master, it will be showing me the difference. See, it gives me the option whether I can push these changes or not to see the difference. If I use this git pull, automatically it will be considering, okay, if I use git pull, automatically this will be done. See, we just added the file. My local changes, whatever has been there, it would have been removed. So this is the reason we have to use the fetch first, and we have to see what are the differences. Then if you are good to take the changes, then you can pull your changes. If you are not, then use the fetch and use. The only difference is that the git pull is that it will take the fetch and it will pull automatically. It will push all the changes. But the git fetch, it will keep a temporary repo in its local, and it asks you to see the differences first. Then after, if you are good, then it will, you can go for the push your
Pull.
changes to the local repo. This is called git pull and fetch.
In next we will be using this command more, Ashok.
Which one?
Fetch and pull.
Yeah, because see, if you want to take some remote repo, some repositories from other developers code, you will be obviously taking these things, pull and fetch. I will take this class again on Sunday, because I don't want to go further for these things because these are more advanced. Until unless you have a more practice on Git, then only I will be able to explain you all these things. The stashing, rebasing, and cherry picking. These things, as I mentioned, these are very advanced, and how the merge conflicts occur, how exactly we're going to use it lot. That is a different versions when we use it. So practice git more, means when you are doing it, means once if you are good, maybe after 1 month like that, I'll be explaining this conflicts and everything, so that you are very good. I'll be sharing the ppt with you. If you want, you can go through it, and if you can understand, you can understand it, because it's just a, if you want explanation, I will be doing after some more time. It's not right now. How to revert the commands, this will be the git revert. That means undoing, the reset hard mode. These are all the different commands, as I'm mentioning.
Redo also will perform redo, right, Ashok, here?
Redo? No, there will not be redo. There is a revert and reset. The reset is that whatever you are working on the command, it will be removed. Means it will be having soft, mixed, hard. When if we use the hard, whatever the data has been there in that branch, it will be removed, and it will be came to the nothing. Git reset hard. Soft is that if you want to remove some specified commit, specific commit files, we use soft. If you want to use the mixed, where the files has been untracked and you want to remove them, that we will be using mixed. So see, you can go through it, but not right now. I'll be explaining you once you are a little bit, get a little advanced into the DevOps. I don't want to scare you right now.
Done, Ashok.
Okay.
Any questions, guys? Anything you have?
I'll practice this, Ashok, and I'll get
Yeah,
back
you
to
can
you.
practice. You can practice. You can do anything. You can fork this repo. You can do anything, whatever you want. And you can, as I said, create your own repository. Do all the changes. Go through the video. Go through all the changes. Whatever you are doing it, 2 to 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times. Whatever you are doing, just do that continuously. You'll be able to understand what exactly you are doing it. What exactly, and the Google is having full of knowledge, so you just have to know how to use that.
Yes,
It will work it out for you only. You just have to use how exactly you can take that code. Any doubts, guys? Tomorrow I will be talking about AWS. So if you have doubts, you can go through it. But I will be talking about the AWS, how exactly the instances are getting created, what exactly are the instances I'll be talking about. So if your guys have any doubts, let me know.
Yes, Ashok. Need to go through this today's video once again, Ashok, actually.
Yeah, you can. The Git is totally a different thing.
You'll
If
give one
you-
more assignment, Ashok, after completing of AWS.
Yes,
Done, Ashok.
I will give. Don't worry. I will give you assignment and I will give a practice project for you to all the things whatever we have done using the Git, Linux, and networking, and after the AWS. So all the things involving, I will give you one thing, and it's up to you how many days you are going to take and complete it. So after that, we will be talking about it.
Yes, Ashok. Okay.
Yes, if you don't have anything, we can stop the call.